everyone and welcome back to Khalsa Design. This is Tanish Singh here and today I am super excited to show you how to create that awesome VOX-style graph clock animation right inside DaVinci Resolve. It's really cool effect and I'll break it down step by step. So let's jump right in. First thing first, let's get our project set up. Open up DaVinci Resolve and create a new Fusion composition. We'll set the frame rate to 24 FPS and give it a duration of 10 seconds. Once done, head straight to the Fusion page. We'll start by building the main clock dots. Drag in a background node and set its color to white. Add another background node and connect the output of this background with the output of background 1. This will automatically create merge 1. Select background 2 and connect the ellipse mask to it. With ellipse mask selected, to make it perfect circle, right click on the width parameter and choose expression. Link this expression to the height parameter. Set the height value to 0.06. Now set the center X and center Y values to 0.25. This position our first dot. Next, we need to duplicate this dot to create a clock face. Hit Shift plus spacebar to open the search window, type duplicate and add a duplicate node. Set the copies to 29. Adjust the pivot Y value to 0.204. And set the angle to -6. This will nicely arrange our clock dots. Add another background node and connect the output of this background to the output of merge 1, which will create merge 2. Connect another ellipse mask to the background. Set this ellipse mask and again right click on the width and click expression and link it to the height. Set the height value to 0.015. Set the center X value to 0.2821. And center Y value to 0.4268. Add a duplicate node directly after the background. Set the copies to 5. And pivot Y value to 0.204. Select duplicate 1. At frame number 48, add a keyframe on copies parameter. Go to frame number 0 and set the copies to 0. Now select duplicate 2. At frame number 41, add a keyframe on copies. Go to frame number 5 and set the copies value to 0. Finally, open the spline window and smooth the keyframes for both duplicate nodes for a sleek animation. Now let's create a cool animated arc line. Add a new background node. Connect its output to the output of the merge 2. It will create merge 3. Connect an ellipse mask to this new background. Select the background and change its color to nice purple. I'm using red is equal to 0.44, green is equal to 0.3, and blue is equal to 0.6. Right click on the ellipse mask and rename it to R. Always good to keep things organized. In Inspector, connect the width to the height using expression. Set the height value to 0.6. Set the center Y value to 0.205. Uncheck solid and set the border width to 0.06. By default, changing the length animates the R anti-clockwise. Set its cap style to flat. We need it to go clockwise for our clock, so for that, add a transform node after the R. Make sure you connect the R with the yellow input of the transform. Select the transform node and click flip horizontal. Now our animation will go clockwise. Select the R, go to frame number 96. And set the length value to 0. Then add a keyframe. Move to frame number 112 and set the length value to 0.23. Also set the position value to 0.02. Open spline window and smooth the keyframe for a fluid animation. Let's add the first animated circle line. Add another background node and connect its output to the output of merge 3. This will create merge 4. Add an ellipse mask and connect it to the background. Right click on the ellipse mask and rename it to circle line 1. Connect the width parameter to the height using expression. Set the height value to 0.655. Uncheck solid and set the border width to 0.002. Set the center Y value to 0.205. Add a transform node and connect it to the circle line 1. Make sure you connect it to the yellow input of the transform. Select the transform and flip horizontally. Select circle line 1. Set the cap style to flat. At frame number 128, set the length value to 0.23 and position value to 0.25. Add a keyframe on length. Go to frame number 112 and set the length value to 0. Open spline window and smooth the keyframes. Add another background node. Connect its output to the output of the merge 4 to create merge 5. Instead of starting from the scratch, let's copy the circle line 1. Right click on circle line 1 and select copy and paste it onto your node graph. Connect this copied circle line to your new background node. Rename the copied node to circle line 2. Set the height value to 0.542. Double click on the length parameter to remove existing keyframes. Set its position value to 0.2. and length value to 0.23. At frame number 144, add a keyframe on length value. Go to frame number 130, set the length value to 0. Open spline window and smooth the keyframes. Add a polygon node and connect it to the circle line too. Right click on shape animation and click remove polygon polyline. Zoom in on the viewer and carefully create a line to connect both circle line 1 and circle line 2. Set its border width to 0.002. And its cap style to flat. At frame number 28, set the length value to 0. At frame number 30, set its length value to 1. Open spline window and smooth the keyframe for a quick animation. Next, we will create the half circle element. Add a background node and connect its output to the output of the merge 5 to create merge 6. Add an ellipse mask and connect it to the background 7. Select background 7 and set its color. Green to 0.16, blue to 0.55, and red to 0.33. Setting up half circle. Select ellipse 3 and rename it to half circle. Right click on the width parameter and click expression and connect it to the height. Set the height value to 0.74. Set the center Y value to 0.205. Set the border width value to 0.06. For that clockwise animation, add a transform node after the half circle. Connect the half circle to the yellow input of the transform node. Select the transform node and flip horizontal. Select the half circle and set its cap style to flat. At frame number 168, set the length value to 0 and add a keyframe. At frame number 192, set the length value to 0.46. Also set the position value to 0.02. Open the spline window and smooth the keyframes. Now for the dollar symbol, add a text plus node and connect its output to the output of the merge 6. It will create merge 7. Select text 1 and type your dollar sign. Set its color to black. Change the font style to extra bold. Go to the shading tab and select element number 4. Enable it. Change the label to word and set its color red to 0.65, green 0.58, and blue 0.76. Add an ellipse mask and connect it to the text1 node. Right-click on the width parameter and click expression and connect it to the height. Set the height value to 0.055. Add a merge node after text1. Add a background node and connect it to the merge edge. Select background edge and set its color red 0.2, green 0.1 and blue 0.3. Copy the ellipse mask, the one connected to the text, and paste it here. Connect this copied ellipse to the background edge. Select the copied ellipse and uncheck solid. Set the border weight to 0.006. This will create a nice stroke around your dollar symbol. Add a transform node after merge edge. Set its center X value to 0.424. Size to 0.3 and angle to 60. Add a duplicate node after the transform node. Set the copies to 10. Set the pivot Y value to 0.2 and angle to -5. Add another duplicate node. Set at center X value to 0.51 and center Y value to 0.465. Set the pivot Y value to 0.2. Select Merge 7 at frame number 144. Set the blend value to 0 and add a keyframe. Go to frame number 168 and set the blend value to 1. Open spline window and smooth the keyframe. Now copy all the nodes you just created for this dollar symbol animation. Paste them and connect the output of the new chain to the output of merge 7. This will create merge 9. Select the copy transform node. Set at center X value to 0.2 and center Y value to 0.63. Select the copy duplicate 3 node and rename it to duplicate 5. Select the duplicate 5 and change the copies to 25. Set the pivot Y value to 0.208 and the angle to -4.3. Now select the copy duplicate 4 node, double click on the center to reset its position and set its center Y value to 0.45. Select duplicate 5 at frame number 180. Set the copies value to 0 and add a keyframe. Go to frame number 200 and set the copies to 25. Open spline window and smooth the keyframe. Now let's create the hand of our clock. We'll use the S star node for this. Hit Shift plus spacebar and search for S star node. Add it. You will notice you can't directly connect it to the merge node, so you need an S render node after the S star. After the S render node, add a transform node. Connect the output of this transform node to the output of the merge 9 to create merge 10. Select S star 1. Go to the style tab and set the color to black. Go to the control tab, set the points to 4 and depth to 0.7. Set the Y offset value to negative 0.056. Set the width value to 0.025 and height value to 0.225. Select transform 5 and set its pivot Y value to 0.2. Go to frame number 0. Set the angle value to 300 and add a keyframe. Go to frame number 112. Set the angle value to 0. Open spline window and smooth the keyframe. Go to the style tab of the S star. At frame number 20, add a keyframe on opacity and set the value to 0. Go to frame number 24, set the opacity value to 1. Copy these three nodes S star, S render and transform 5 and paste them and connect output of this new set to the output of the merge 10 to create the merge 11. Now set the copied S star node. Set its Y offset value to negative 0.095. Set the width value to 0.015 and its height value to 0.15. Go to its style tab, double click on the opacity to remove the keyframes. Select the copy transform node. Double click on the angle to remove any keyframes. Go to frame number 112. Set the angle value to 65. And add a keyframe. Go to frame number 0. Set the angle value to 80. Open spline window and smooth the keyframes. Let's add the center point of our clock. Add a background node and connect its output to the output of the merge 11 to create merge 12. Add an ellipse mask and connect it to this background. Select the ellipse. Connect the width to height using the expression. Set the height value to 0.0206. Set the center Y value to 0.2. Now we will add a subtle global animation to the entire clock. Add a transform node after the merge 12. select this transform node. At frame number 75, add a keyframe on center value. Go to frame number 96 and set the center Y value to 0.3. Open spline window and smooth the keyframes. You might notice the background moving with it. We will fix that very soon. Let's add the main text. Add a text plus node and connect its output to the output of the transform text. This will create merge 13. Type in your main text. I will type the exact phrase that Vox uses. Change its color to black. Set the font to play fair display. Set the size value to 0.06. In the layout tab, set the center Y value to 0.8. At frame number 48, add a keyframe on right on end value. At frame number 0, set the right on end value to 0. To add some dynamic movement, let's create a zooming animation for everything. After the merge 13, add another transform node. Set its size value to 1.3. At frame number 0, add a keyframe on size. At frame number 72, set the size value to 0.8. Finally, let's set up our main background. Add a background node. This will be our primary background. Connect the output of this background node to the output of the transform 7. You will notice the background is connected to the foreground input of the merge. To fix this, simply click Ctrl plus T to swap the background and foreground inputs. Go back to your very first background 1 node, change its color to black and set alpha to 0 to make it completely transparent. Now select background 10, the main background, and change its color to white. Perfect. To give it that signature Vox look, we will add a stop motion effect. Hit Shift plus spacebar to open search window and search for stop motion. Add a stop motion node. And set the frame repeat to 2. This will give your animation that choppy, distinctive style. And that's it. The VOX-style graph clock animation is complete. Play it back and you will see all those elements come to life in a really unique way. If you found this tutorial helpful, please consider subscribing to the Khalsa Design channel. Your support truly means a lot. And it helps me creating more content like this. Don't forget to hit that like button too. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.